Today's video, we got a little bit of work to do. We have to fulfill some orders, and those orders include some cracked corn, some whole corn, and some ear corn. So here I have two different samples. This is obviously our whole shelled corn directly out of one of our bags. And this is the cracked corn, which actually has turned out really nice. And how we've been doing that is with this trusty chipper shredder. It is very, very dusty, as you can tell. Corn makes a heck of a amount of dust. So what I should do is have a fan essentially blowing all the dust away so it doesn't all suck into the air filter and all that. But you run it kind of on a low RPM and you just slowly dump the corn in there and it chops it up and cracks it really well. So I have some orders that people have wanted already. I am advertising this corn. So I have one bag of cracked already. This is some ears laying around that I just picked up, and we have that field that has the hill that we didn't harvest because I didn't want to roll the combine. So we have to pick all that by hand, and we might as well and just bag it up for ear corn. And then here I have two bags, 50-pound bags of just regular whole kernel shelled corn already. So I need to do 5 bags of whole shelled corn, 5 bags of ear corn, and 6 bags of cracked corn. So we're gonna get working on that. First thing we're gonna go do is we're gonna go to this field and pick the corn that we need to by hand. And we're just gonna fill up the bed of the side-by-side here with it. This should hold quite a bit. And we're gonna try and pick all that we possibly can with buckets and just keep dumping it in here. And hopefully we can do it pretty quick. Here is the field. We have quite a bit of corn in here to pick. Whether or not we're gonna get this all done, I have no idea, but we're gonna try and make quick work out of it. No row left behind. Now typically I wouldn't be doing this because it's really not worth anything to me. It's not worth my time for the little bit I'm gonna get money-wise out of selling this. It's not really worth it to me, but I hate to see it go to waste, so I'm kind of trying to avoid that. And it's not like there's just 2 rows here. I mean, this is quite a bit of corn that we missed, so we're kind of hurting ourselves too if we don't pick it. The combine driver strikes again. Unbelievable. Knocked out a good portion of it. There's still quite a bit in there. A lot of the ears are on the smaller side. Some bigger ones in here, but it's nothing spectacular. But you can definitely see it's a lot that we missed. And it's not that we missed it, we just didn't go up and get it. When I'm standing here looking at it, it doesn't look that bad. But when I'm in the cab, it just really threw me off. It's starting to rain now, which it wasn't supposed to, so I think we're done. See how much this fills in the bags and go from there. Well, this is a first since we installed the electric fence. How did you guys get out? I would have been smart. I would have just taken the bags out in the field with me. Kind of wish I would have bought a floor scale, because this is what I'm using. You lift the bags. It works, but it's harder on you more than, and you got to check multiple times. So we're going to upgrade to a different scale. This works, but it's just not ideal. That's about 42 pounds. So we need to add a little bit more yet. And this customer did say that shelled corn would be fine too. So I think whatever we have here is probably what he's going to get, and then the rest of it's just going to have to be shelled. Close enough. 50.9. Well, I got two full bags, 50 pounds of ear corn and 29 pounds on the third one. We're just a little short. I think a bucket full probably would have done it, and I could have probably got that, but then it started raining. So I'll see what he wants to do. If he's fine with these and I just give him the rest in shelled, then maybe that's what we'll do. So now that that's done, now I'll start bagging some shelled. There. 50. I'm definitely going to invest in one of the scales on the ground. It'd be so much easier. You just pour it in, and when it's done, it's done. I don't know why I thought a pickup scale like that would be easier. I guess I didn't think about it. That's clearly the problem. I didn't think. $50. This is a killer. Five bags of shelled, 2.5 ear, and we still only have one cracked. So I'll probably continue the rest of this in the morning. For this order, first order, I have to get, since I only had 2.5 out of the 5, I need to do 3 more of the shelled. He was okay with that. So we need 8 of those, and I'm just gonna give them, you know, this is 29 pounds is actually what it came to, so that's that. I'll continue working on this in the morning, and then hopefully I can get, I think I just need 3 more bags, as I said, of the shelled, and then we can work on doing the cracked. I need 6 bags of the cracked, which that takes a little bit longer, but it's actually not too bad. Fill a bucket and you run it through slow. You'll see what I'm talking about tomorrow. Well, it's the next morning. I did end up bagging a few more bags of regular shelled corn. So I think we have the first order complete, plus some a little bit. But I still do need 5 bags of cracked. I'm sure none of you have forgotten yet, but we do still have the 460 sitting in the shop here. We will be jumping back onto this now as planting is done, harvest is done. So this should hopefully be soon coming out of the shop. One thing I have noticed a little bit with this, well, we'll get into that with another video, but definitely stay tuned. That's coming. Basically the easiest thing, take a bucket, well, I need 2 hands, but here, we'll do it this way. For showing purposes, and then all you do is you just slowly dump it in. Thinking we could speed it up just a touch. a fan would do us wonders right now. That's terrible. Got a pretty decent sized bag. This is like corn flour. Make some tortillas. We got a pretty full bag, so we'll unload this. Hopefully it's doing okay. I haven't really checked it. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's doing real nice. Wonderful. Yeah, definitely doing a pretty good job. Second bag and just about a third one. I had an oopsie. This one's not quite full enough yet, not quite 50 pounds. And I need to go to work here very shortly, so I don't know if we'll do any more or not. I have to wait, but we're getting close. The first order was completed and sold yesterday, which would have been the 2.5 bags of eared corn that we had and 10 bags. I originally thought he wanted 5 and then 7 or 8 to accommodate for not having enough eared, but he ended up taking 10, so works for me. We have still 2 left over yet, so we'll have to keep bagging some shelled, and I got to continue working on the cracked. Now we move on to one of the full bags, which is gonna take a lot longer to empty out, which I'm fine with. Corn. Final order that we have so far, 300 pounds of cracked corn. That is complete. I do have a little bit left in the bucket. I ended up having to crack a little bit more. Now at this point, I'm gonna just start filling some bags of shelled. I still do have 2, but I don't wanna kind of run out. I could do a bag to order type thing, but I think I'd just rather have someone reserve. That way people wanna come and get, then I'm ready and I don't have to rush around trying to bag it for them. So we did finish that bag. Now we're on to the next full bag. So this is gonna take a lot longer to go through this one, and we have a lot more to go. So hopefully things go smooth here. We can just get a bunch bagged and people start buying it. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. We gotta clean up the chipper here for sure. I definitely think a fan would make things a little bit easier, blow all that dust away. This stuff is really fine. You could make some corn flour with that. Anyway, thanks for watching today's video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.